Hello everybody and welcome to this session of Scuba Talk. Today we're going to talk about Save a Dive kits. Okay, so this is my Save a Dive kit. It looks like a little toolbox. Something that when I go dive, if I'm diving locally, I can just throw it in my car. That way if I have a problem, I have tools I need. Okay, so basic things that we can start off with is what I have a bunch of port plugs. Okay, and I find these all over the place, and I have them in the high pressure size, low pressure, and I carry them with me. You know, if you have to plug a port for one reason, or you know, maybe the O-ring wasn't sealed correctly and it's leaking. Okay, so hopefully those are something you may carry, especially if you're diving with your buddies. Okay, and they forgot to, you know, they swapped out hoses or something. They forgot to put a port plug in. Okay, so that's why I carry other port plugs. Okay, so inside my kit, I probably have a little bit more items in my kit than what most people will take with them, but you just never know what you might need. Okay, so I carry some cutters in case I have to zip tie something. Okay, maybe I want to zip tie a knife on my BCD, on a D-ring. I can trim it. Okay, or at the end of the day, cut it off. Okay, I carry a wrench. Okay, I can get to any size a hose I have to take off. Okay, I carry some extra Allen wrenches with me. Now there's really only two sizes of Allen wrenches that you need, but I found it easy just to buy one of these little all-together kits. Okay, and now I have both sizes with me. I do carry an extra high-pressure hose. You never know if that's going to go out on you, and I've had that many times go out where we start to go and all of a sudden there's leaking. When a high pressure hose blows, it's kind of like an aerator. It's not a big bang or anything. Okay, I have seen some bubble up. Okay, but it's like a whole bunch of needle pins all the way through the hose, and when you get into the water, it's like a big aerating stone in an aquarium is what you'll see. But when you hook your dive computer and everything up to the reg, and you hook it to the tank and you turn it on, okay, if the hose blows, you're going to hear it and you're going to feel it, okay, because it's like a big aerator. So I carry a spare one of those. Then I carry some hose tape. I have used this a couple times. When I first bought it, I thought, but now I have used it and it has worked. One of my dive buddies had a hole in their hose. Okay, it was a low pressure hose, and we got it wet. We put this on, and you wrap it real tight while everything's wet. Okay, and it's sealed. And yes, it sealed the hole. We did a second dive with it, had no problems. And then my buddy was able to go to his dive shop and buy him a new hose, but we didn't have to cancel a dive. Okay, and remember the whole object of this is save a dive, right? Okay, so I carry some of this tape. Let's see, I carry some screwdrivers. Never know when you're going to need a screwdriver. I carry some O-ring silicone. Okay, and there's other things you can use silicone for. Say you get out there and your camera, so you have the old, you have a camera where you have to silicone the O-rings. You forgot to do that now, right? Oh, I just remembered I want to take my camera. I have some silicone. Okay, I have spare O-rings. Okay, I have O-rings for a din, and I have O-rings for and a yoke. Okay, so I normally dive din, but I carry the yoke ones in case my dive buddies blows or something, or just a dive site. Somebody says, "Oh, my O-ring blows." Okay, I can help them out with the O-rings. Okay, I carry my plug. So if I use din, like I said, but if say one of my buddies, he shows up and his tank is empty, he forgot to get it filled. Okay, and I have my second tank. I can take my plug, I can put it in my tank. If he's using yoke, he can hook everything up and he can use my tank. Okay, so we're still going. Okay, another little jar of silicone. I have a spare octo holder, right? I don't like the idea of kinking the hose and stuffing up into a D-ring because after a while you're going to see that hose. It's going to start cracking, breaking, and you're just damaging the life of the hose. Okay, so I do carry a spare. So if my buddy doesn't have one, right, clip it on a D-ring. Now he can pop his octo on there. Okay. I carry some tools. I don't know how well the camera picks these up, but they're little fine tools with a point on them, okay, to where if I have to help get the O-ring out, the old one that blew or whatever, I got some tools to help me get those out. Okay. I also keep a Snorkel Keeper, okay. Say the snorkel breaks, okay, the little attachments that you buy that hook onto your mask. I have a Snorkel Keeper. Hook that on, right? And I can use it for my snorkel, or I can hook it through a D-ring, okay? Like that through a D-ring, and then I can put my octo in there. So another way for an octo holder, okay? So I got one of those. I do carry the conversion. So if my, my tank is bad, okay, and I need to borrow one of my buddies' tanks, okay, I can put this on my din and then I can go onto his yoke if I need to. Okay, so I carry one of those. What else do we have? I carry a marker, magic marker, because I like to write on my dive gear, my mask, mask strap, my fins, my flashlights, my cameras. So if I happen to be out there and I notice, oh, something's fading, I'll try to redo it, okay? Let's see. I have a spare whistle in my Saber Dive kit in case my buddy doesn't have one that's working, or maybe I left mine at home. I forgot to put it on my BCD. I have one in my Saber Dive kit. Okay. Then I have a couple more different crescent wrenches. Okay, different sizes, just to make sure I can do what needs to be done. Okay. And what else do we have? A bigger size Allen wrench. You'll need that for the port plugs. So I got to put a port plug in. I need the bigger Allen wrench to put that in. Okay. So I have that in my Saber Dive kit. I carry spare batteries for my dive computer. Now most dive computers operate off of two different sizes. I say most, not all. Okay, mine happens to use the 2450s, so I carry 2450s. Now if my buddy should need one, okay, I've got one if his is a 2450. However, I also do carry a 2032. Okay, those are some of the other battery sizes that other computers take. Okay, so if my dive buddies is a 2032, I just happen to have a spare battery. There's nothing like preparing yourself to go out to do a dive, and you get there, you're all excited, the computer's been showing really good, all up until the point you got your gear on your back, you're going through your buddy check, and guess what? Bing, that battery symbol comes up, or it tells you low battery. All right. And if you don't have one, okay, now you're just like, oh boy. Okay, now what do I do, right? Now, hopefully you or your dive buddy has a spare battery for you, okay? Hopefully they work. Trying to gather all these here. I have a bunch of zip ties that I carry. Like I said, I have more in here. Just these are all I'm grabbing. But I carry the zip ties. Like I said, you get out there, you may want to put a dive knife on a D-ring. Maybe you want to make a little bit longer lanyard and hook your flashlight to a D-ring. So if you have to let go of it, you know, maybe you don't want it around your wrist or something. Okay. You know it's right there, it's secure, okay? So I carry those. I also carry a heel strap, okay? Sometimes heel straps break. I do carry an extra mast strap in here as well. Now, with all the different kind of fins out there, the heel straps, it's a 50-50 shot. Mine take spring straps. But this, as you can see, this is for the old style that you feed it in and it click, 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 right? So if my spring strap breaks, I'm out because I don't have a spare. And that's pretty much it. You know, those are just some of the things you might want to add to a Save a Dive kit. By all means, I'm not telling you to run out and buy any of this. I'm just throwing ideas at you because the last thing you want is to get out at a dive site or get on a dive boat, okay, and have something break on your equipment, because that's when it's going to break. When you're at home and you're checking things, it's not going to break. It's when you're out at the dive site or you're on the dive boat and you're gearing up, that's when everything's going to hit you, okay? So these are just some of the things I wanted to share with you, some of the things you need to think about. Don't always leave it up to an instructor, because you're going to be diving without instructors and you're going to be diving without dive masters, okay? And so you need to remember to be able to take care of yourself, okay? In a class, dive masters have always got a Save a Dive kit. They've got some spare O-rings and things of that nature to help you out. But, you know, you just need to start working at building your diving habits and being able to take care of yourself, okay, and your dive buddy, and help each other out. So that's going to do it for this week. And this is Scuba Dave saying, have fun, be safe, and keep diving.